Hi, this is going to be well, first of all, let me start out by saying I was drawn to do a pick a card reading today, and I'm not really sure why, but it is for a few different scenarios. So, one scenario would be if you and your partner are not in communication right now. So you and the person you have in mind are in no communication. This reading would be for you. Another one would be just kind of like if there are problems in a relationship that you are in currently, or you have been thinking about this person. This will give some insight on what is going on in the situation, even behind the scenes, like through like spirit. Okay, and then if I'm trying to think of another scenario I just had in my mind. Almost if you're wondering what the meaning is behind everything. Okay, behind the connection. So let me fix that. There we go. This is going to be pile number 1, which blue kyanite. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that's actually really important, but if you're into stones, maybe this is how you choose as well. Blue kyanite, okay. Pile number 2, emerald. And pile number 3, rose quartz. I'm going to give you a minute to decide on your pile, and I will meet you in reading number 1. Okay, blue kyanite, pile number 1. I chose these cards randomly, so let's find out what we've got going on here. Okay. So, right off the bat, I do see no communication in this reading. So, hopefully you guys aren't, if you're not in if you still are in communication, it's not meaningful conversation, if we should say. If I can explain to you, like, if you are talking to this person, like, say, like, for example, if you live with this person, technically you kind of have to talk to them, but it's more of like a, hey, how are you, like, nonchalant, like, no deep conversation, no getting down to the nitty gritty of the situation, okay? It's kind of both parties, just avoiding for as long as possible. I do see heartbreak here, and I do see, either, okay, one party or both parties. It could be you, it could be them, or it could be both of you. Found some clarity in a situation, okay? It could have, just because the 3 of Swords are here, it could have been a third-party situation. You found out the truth about that, or they found out the truth about that. I'm not going to say that's what it was, okay? Because that's not always what the 3 of Swords means. This just means heartbreak. The Ace of Swords here could mean that you found something out, or that even you had an epiphany, like, okay, something's wrong here. Like, this doesn't feel right to me anymore, right? Something about the situation just wasn't good for you, and you were understanding that. I do see you guys communicating. I do see that. But we've got the Sphinx card here, which says choose your words carefully. I do see pain here, so I know a lot of people have a tendency when they're in pain, especially emotional pain, to be very snappy. Okay, so just be careful with what you say, okay? I do see you being passionate about this person, and vice versa. They're passionate about you, but there is some type of issue here. As far as how they're feeling very panicky and frustrated. They're feeling blocked by you. Okay? They don't know what to do. And I think they're also, since they're frustrated, when you have this conversation, it's going to be very intense. We've got the stand your ground card here. So someone is going to test you. Don't let them knock you down, okay? And watch your back. Feel like something's not right? It's not. Be careful. Yeah. This Ace of Swords could possibly mean, because we've got the Eight of Wands here, so this is communication, okay? It could possibly mean clearing the air about this heartbreak. Or this situation, this problem. And this card is about needing to loosen up, okay? I'm going to let you read that so I don't have to curse on my channel. So I think both people, especially with the Stand Your Ground card, this Three of Swords here, and this Unicorn card here, I really feel as if both parties are when communicated, and even right now, they're both on guard, okay? And they're both defensive. So I think both of you are defensive. When both parties are defensive, there's a high chance of emotional conversation that is like no bueno, okay? Like just kind of just spur the moment, hit them where it hurts. So I just, with this Sphinx card, it says choose your words carefully. You really need to be careful about what you say. I do see them being frustrated and panicked, so you know when people are angry and scared, they will react a certain way. That is not normally they're like speaking their truth. It's more of like that, if you're into the tarot, that devil ego-based energy, right? I do see there's still passion here, though. But I do see a conversation coming up, either about a past mistake, or clearing the air about whatever the situation is. In this hardship, though, I do see one or both parties finding sanctuary. This is the Finding Sanctuary card. So, like, finding peace within themselves during the silence, if that makes sense. It says opening to your spiritual source. So I do see a lot of you praying over the situation, meditating over the situation, really trying to go within and figure the situation out. And I also see this as advice. So if you're not figuring out the situation and you're panicking and you're thinking with your head and not your intuition, then I see this being advice for you to kind of go within and really soul search and use your intuition to give you answers to the things you don't know. So that has been your reading, pile number 1. I hope it helped. Pile number 2, Emerald. Let's see where we're at. I think I said this in the intro, but I chose these cards randomly. So let's see where we're at. Wow, you guys had a lot of cards come out. A lot of energy here. In the other readings, I tried to only draw one oracle card. And 2 of those. Okay. All right. I see you guys being in some sort of stalemate. There's a decision that needs to be made, but emotions are on high at this point. And something happened in the past. It could have been as simple as just a tiff, like a fight that kind of turned, I don't know where to put that, kind of turned bad. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. With the Four of Pentacles, I do see one or both parties holding on to the situation, keeping things close to their chest and not really speaking their full truth. With the Nine of Wands, I see one or both parties. I really feel like both parties being defensive, kind of battle scarred and being very defensive over the situation. And I see it being very burdensome, emotionally. Right now, they're feeling powerless, ashamed, but still loving towards you. Like, they're still really into you, and they still love you. But they're feeling powerless and ashamed. Here, I'll hold these up. And if you notice on the bottom, it says paralyzed, ineffective, and weak. So they could be feeling like they don't know how to fix the situation. And if you notice on the bottom, it says unworthy, disgraced, and humiliated. So there could have been a situation where something happened and they just don't feel like they're worthy of you anymore, which is almost embarrassing because everything was great at one point. I do see there being a lot of love in this reading, okay? So we're diving in further, but so far I don't see... All I see is, like, a need for communication. I think both of you, but especially the listener right now, are at a standstill, and you're kind of at a crossroads, because we've got this choosing your path card, and whatever outcome of this situation, you could go either way with it. Okay, it could go either way, and that's kind of the ball is in your court. It's in your hands. So if you want to fix the situation, which I think you need to, because we've got the make the effort and give your relationship a chance card, but we'll get into this in a second. But it's like you need to fix the situation, but you're at a crossroads right now between fixing it and not fixing it. This is where free will comes in. Because with these cards, I feel like the universe is pushing you to fix the situation. There is love here, but you are at a crossroads to where free will, your free will, I can't even talk. Free will be there, so you could make either decision, if that makes sense. And what's kind of crazy is we've got conflicting energies. So I'm really feeling this crossroads here. And now that I'm looking at these, it's like you can't really go wrong. You just have to trust your intuition. Okay, because we've got these two cards which say, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And what's funny is when I read that, I glanced at this, and this man is walking with a ton of burdens. So it says make the effort, right? So I see that, but at the same time, we've got this. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Okay? And then we've got this. So, we could take this one or two ways. We could take this as you're choosing your path between this and this, right? Staying or going. Or we could take this as self-love and loving yourself enough to give your relationship a chance. Okay? Because I feel like you're insecure about the whole thing. So right now, you're not really feeling your self-worth or self-love. You're just feeling very angry, right? And kind of insecure because of this whole situation. So Okay. And I do see, for some reason, you going within and trying to figure out what went wrong, or how you can figure this out. And I think in times of need and desperation in these type of situations, right, your intuition will heighten if you work on it, because it's almost like you're desperate. And your angels are trying to help you because they don't want you to be upset. Okay. Your abilities will be enhanced. This card reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Which means, like, it's kind of where destiny and fate kind of intersect with free will, which is what I'm saying. So when it comes down to it, you need to trust your intuition, and in times of need, your guides and your angels are trying to send you messages, okay? So you make the right choices for your best possible outcome and your fate and destiny, and to live on your life path. And you, right now, you're choosing between staying or leaving, working on the relationship, or working on you and just going. But you can do both. You can stay and work on yourself. I do see this conversation or this decision happening very soon. It says what you're asking for will happen very soon. Be patient. So for some of you, if you had something in mind when you came to this video, this could be a message that whatever you had in mind will happen very soon, okay? But also, we've got this. So whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. I don't know who this is for or what this means, and I don't think I'm supposed to. I think this is supposed to resonate with some of you. Whatever you're thinking about doing, don't do it. Listen to your intuition, okay? Don't do it. Yeah, I see you being at a crossroads. I see it being okay either way, whatever you choose, but I do see you needing to listen to your intuition to really make the best decision for you and your partner. If you work on your relationship, I do see it being successful. But if you choose to walk away, I do see it also, you also being happy. Okay, so if that resonated with you, or for you, resonated for you, with you. Okay, I don't even know at this point. I'm a little sleepy. Running on 3 hours, guys. But if that resonated, please give me a like or a subscribe. Anyway, pile number 2, good luck with your situation. Hope I helped. Pile number 3, rose quartz. Let's dive into your reading. I've said before, and I don't know if I said it in the intro, unfortunately, but I picked these cards randomly. I just shuffled and didn't even look at them. So I meant to pick 2, but 3 flew out. So I guess we've got a message in here. Oh, wow. Got a soulmate situation going on. Soulmate. How are they feeling? Okay, so this is turning out better than the other 2 readings, so that's good. Awesome. I'm already seeing it being great. Okay. First things first, we've got the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. If you are not in communication, you will be very, very soon. We've got a soulmate twin flame scenario here. We've got the 6 of Cups, so it is someone from your past or a past life. Probably both. The reason you're here is because you're wondering what the meaning is behind the connection and what is going on with the no communication. So clearly you know this person. So it's someone from your past, but it could be someone that you've had many lives with, okay? I do see you guys being very passionate towards each other. If there was a separation or a break here, either your partner or you are coming in swiftly with communication. I do see them feeling very peaceful around you and inspired by you. I think the whole reason behind the separation or the lack of communication right now, I'm not going to say the whole reason, but part of the reason is because you needed to learn how to love yourself first. I know a lot of people, when they get into relationships, they kind of give their all, and they kind of lose, kind of the, I don't know how to explain this. So it's like you give your all to the person, or like, the situation, not the situation, but the relationship. So you kind of lose, your attention and focus that goes into your self-love, okay? And you need to be loving yourself the whole way. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So if you guys are not in communication right now, I do see this being a situation to where if you are in separation, it's like you started working on yourself a little bit, even whether it was fitness or kind of dyed your hair or just learning to love yourself. Your partner is seeing this from afar, and they're super into it. I don't even know how to say that in a good way, but like it's like a whole new sense of love. Like it's like they see you in a different light, I should say, because you see yourself in a different light. All relationships and encounters in life I believe, are mirrored. So whatever is happening in your relationship is being mirrored from something within you. So I do see them coming in quickly to communicate with you and probably confess their love. But I'm wondering why this card is here. So we got the Serpent, which I don't take this as a bad card. Snakes are transformation, and it says a sly and subtle approach is needed. So I think what this means, because it's between the Lovers and Love Yourself First, is this transformation is happening. And I think instead of diving straight back into this relationship and kind of losing this this loving yourself energy, you need to kind of hold back just a little bit and move slower, okay? Because I see this person rushing in quickly, like super, super fast, and I think you need to move slower than that. Also, my eyes are drawn to this card, and I think these should go together. So we've got who, what, when, where, and why. Ask questions and make sure the answers make sense, along with a sly and subtle approach is needed. So in my opinion, and what I'm getting from this is, make sure you know why they're rushing in so fast. Because I do see this being like a true love scenario, and they're coming in with rapid communication, but I would like to see the Knight of Cups here versus the Knight of Swords, personally, because it feels more genuine. This feels like, yeah, especially with this Love Yourself First and the Serpent, I do feel, okay, overall, I feel like this is a good reading, as in, you guys are meant to be together, because we've got the meant to be card, okay? We've got the meant to be card, but at the same time, with the Knight of Swords, the Serpent, and the Love Yourself First card, I get this energy, and this might not pertain to everyone, so take it as it resonates, okay? But I get this energy of, it's like there was a separation, and then they see you really feeling yourself, whether it's on like Instagram and you're getting a lot of likes, or like whatever. They see you like really feeling yourself, and everyone else is feeling you too. So they're rushing back in, kind of like a snake, if that makes sense. I just get kind of like a weird energy from this, and this only pertains to a few of you. But I felt the need to say that. And yeah, they're coming in quick. It says, are you ready? Something is coming in sooner than you think. Prepare yourself. I don't know if that's focused or not. I can't tell. So they're coming in quick. And I do feel like there's genuine love here. There's a soulmate connection. But just be careful. Go, like, take it slow and steady, because they're coming in rushing, and like I said, I would rather see the Knight of Cups here. It just seems more genuine. This to me seems just a little sketchy. So just be careful, okay? But I do see something new coming in for you. And to me, this seems like a new cycle with this person. And I think they've changed. It's just still, like I said, the Knight of Swords right here. It's kind of, just feels like a warning to me. But it says, get ready for new horizons and faraway places. So maybe some of you could be traveling, but I think overall it's kind of like saying, like, get ready for this reconciliation because it's going to be different this time. But I do see some of you having control issues. I'm not going to read that, but you can. Don't force it. Allow it to come to you. So, I think overall, in this reading, we've got someone coming in quickly, a soulmate for a reconciliation. Be careful with this Knight of Swords energy. I do see them kind of like coming in quick, real quick. And not really thinking about it. Just zooming back in. Just make sure that you remember the reason why you separated in the first place. And make sure that that is solved before you jump back into this. Because if it is not solved, it's going to happen again. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Anyway, card number, or pile number 3. I hope that helped. If it resonated with you, please like or subscribe, or both if you're feeling it, and let me know in the comments. All right, see ya.